Hello everyone and welcome back to my team with James Hunt in the McLaren B-Spec car. It's time to move on now to round 3 of the championship. It's time for Vietnam, which thankfully wasn't on the calendar in F1 2020. And of course, if anyone's seen previous episodes of this series, the aim for this final season for James Hunt is to beat the official McLaren team and get our own car rebadged as the McLaren A-Spec and hopefully go on to win the championship. As you can see in the vehicle performance comparison table, we are just behind McLaren. This is our objective, of course, and we've got some more parts we've just got to bolt onto the car as well, so hopefully we're going to get even closer to that McLaren F1 team, overtake them and then get our own car rebadged as A-Spec. Fantastic. And at this very, very early point of the season, of course, our engines are looking pretty special. Okay, it's time to move on now to Hanoi, it's bloody annoying, isn't it? Yes, bloody annoying. And oh my god, no! No, I don't bloody believe it. Bloody Zach Brown must have pumped lots of development money into his team, and look at this, he's rocketed right up the vehicle performance comparison table. He's now in 4th position and we're still languishing right down at the back almost. I don't bloody well believe it. Every single time I try to do a series this happens. Cock's sake. So it looks like James Hunt has got some serious work to do if we're going to catch up to the McLaren cars before the end of this final season on the My Team career mode. So here we are at Hanoi. Yes, as I said earlier, it's bloody Hanoi in this track and it's a horrible, horrible circuit. I'm very, very glad it didn't actually make any appearances in F1 whatsoever, apart from, of course, in a video game. Anyway, qualifying session at the moment. Let's see what time James Hunt can put in. At the moment, he's in 3rd position. Oh my goodness, so 3.5 seconds behind the leader, which is currently Lando Norris. Anyway, we accelerate forward now to the edge of the qualifying, and as you can see and as you can expect, I would fault, James Hunt is down to last position. He just cannot get to grips with this circuit at Vietnam. So down to last place. I don't think he's going to improve on that. No, in fact, his delta time has just actually dropped. So I think it's going to be right from the back of the grid. His teammate Katiana Talderon, yes, that's her name, is currently in 19th position at the moment. No, he's not going to improve. His delta's down. So there you go. It looks like it's going to be last place. Anyway, that's the end of the qualifying session, and it is indeed last position for James Hunt at Vietnam.
The Formula One circus has arrived in Southeast Asia once more as we usher in a new era and get ready to go racing here in Vietnam. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position and Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Vettel, Pierre Gasly and Leclerc, Norris, Ricciardo, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Kvyat, Perez, Esteban Ocon and Russell, Grosjean, Magnussen, Antonio Giovinazzi and Tatiana Calderon, Latifi, Delatraz, Hunt and Alexander Albon picks up the last spot on the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So once again, it's time for the 5 lights to go out on the James Hunt career mode, and we say go, go, go. He's actually started from 21st on the grid, and it's away we go. Wow, good start once again from James Hunt. He really go. Oh, look at that, though. A little bit of contact there trying to get past the Williams. There's the teammate Tatiana Calderon as he now dives down the inside, gets a warning collision with Albon. But oh, look at this. There's the McLarens. There's the McLarens. Oh, no. Trousers, me trousers. Little bit of Tokyo drifting there from James Hunt. He gets a tap in the side. I think that was Daniel Ricciardo, the honey badger. And look at this guy right outside of Daniel Ricciardo and manages to get up down to 9th position. But more importantly than that, in front of him now, we have both of those McLaren cars, which we have to beat if we're going to get up into the A-Specness of our car. Yes, so let's see if we can. Oh, Lando Norris there fighting like crazy with Carlos Sainz, as you can see. They got Sebastian Vettel and of course the Ferrari directly ahead of them as well, and we are ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. The honey badgers will now go along this very, very long straight. You can see the cars in the background still chasing James Hunt, but he is just focused now, focused on those two McLarens directly ahead of him. Is he going to try for a move now? Because, of course, we're coming up to this very, very tight left-hander at the circuit. Oh, my God. Oh, he dies on the inside of both of them. Oh, Wales has been... Oh, it's contact. And they're all in the wall. I don't believe it. All three McLarens are in the wall. Wowzers, me trousers. This is disaster. Absolute disaster. The safety car has been deployed. James Hunt's in the wall, and both of the other McLarens are as well. There's Tatiana. Oh, it's just absolute chaos now. Tatiana Calderon's trying to get past as well, and we actually managed to continue on in 15th place at the moment, but we're still ahead of both of the McLarens, of course, of Norris and Sainz. But that is unbelievable. That reminds me of Ayrton Senna and Alain Prost at Japan. Yes, when they just both took each other off, or Senna took Prost off, or whichever way you want to look at it. Wowzers be trousers. Absolute disaster on the first lap. But we're going to come in for a pit stop now because, of course, we're under safety car conditions, so we might as well change onto the harder tyre, which should make it to the end of the Grand Prix. I can just see in the background there for James Hunt that, yes, one of the McLarens is coming in as well. So let's see where we're going to end up. Well, we should end up... Well, no, in fact, we might end up in last place because the cars are already going past us. Yes, down to 18th place, and Giovinazzi's got a 5-second penalty for some unknown reason, I don't know. But that was real drama at the start of the Grand Prix there for James Hunt, as we now change on to the harder tyre. Yes, so we're going to... Oh, look at that. Tatiana Calderon had to come in as well, so she's had to rack and stack, so she's going to lose time as well. And James Hunt comes out of the pits after the first lap, and he's in 18th place at the moment. Teammate Tatiana is in 20th. Oh my goodness. Oh my bloody goodness. Can we actually get any points out of this race? Well, I'm not quite sure. We'll have to continue on as we accelerate forward at lap 3. Still under the safety car conditions, as you can see, but the safety car is about to come in. We are now behind Giovinazzi, who's got a 5-second penalty. We've got Delatraz in the Williams ahead as well. Wowzers. So let's see what happens as we say go, go, go. Once again, it's time for James Hunt to pile on the pressure on Giovinazzi, still holding on to 18th position at the moment, and the car behind us now in the McLaren is Lando Norris, yes, so we are still ahead of at least one of the McLarens. I don't know where Carlos Sainz is. I think he's probably a few more positions back at the moment, depending on where he was in that first collision. Anyway, we accelerate forward out to lap 4. Lap 4 still holding on to 18th place at the moment for James Hunt, but Lando Norris is looking very, very angry indeed in that McLaren. I think he's going to try for a move down the inside. Oh my goodness, is he? Oh yes, he does, and there's contact with Lando Norris, and he almost puts us into the wall. Wowzers, what is going on here? And that's Carlos Sainz is with him as well. It's like a tag team against James Hunt. It's like a bloody tag team. But James Hunt manages to hold on to this 18th position now. Lando Norris still the car behind in 19th place as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 4. And Lando Norris has dropped back a little bit, as you can see. And the car behind us now is Alexander Albon in, of course, the Red Bull car, as we still hold on to this 18th position. Now, is anyone going to come into the pits? Well, we'll find out a little bit later into this Grand Prix, but at the moment he holds on to this 18th place as we accelerate forward now to lap 5. Oh, it's contact with Albon, and Albon goes straight into the wall. Wow, he tried to get past James Hunt there, and he wasn't having any of his shit, and he puts him straight into the wall. That's pure aggression there from James Hunt. Doesn't even get a penalty for it though, so it's all good. That was obviously deemed as a racing incident. So James Hunt still holding on to 18th place. Tatiana Calderon, teammate, in 20th as we accelerate forward down to lap 6. Carlos Sainz is now in the McLaren behind James Hunt. And I think he's going to try for a move. He's got the DRS flap open. He dives down the inside of James Hunt. Does he get past? Yes, he does. But I think James Hunt is going to have to tie him inside line. Can he brake in time though? Oh, Carlos Sainz has to lock up on the brakes. James Hunt goes storming down the inside of Carlos Sainz and manages to hold on to this 18th position on lap 6 at the moment as we accelerate forward now to lap 7. Carlos Sainz is going for a move on us once again on James Hunt. Let's see if he can get past. Yes, he does at the moment. Squeezing James almost into the wall there, into the wall, but he's holding on, and I think he's going to go for a move down inside like he did earlier. Well, actually, he's going mainly outside this time with Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz has to brake very, very hard indeed. Can James... Oh, contact with James Hunt, and look at this. Teammate Tatiana Calderon is right behind James Hunt as well, but he's still... Oh, the safety car's come out again. I don't believe it. The safety car has been deployed once again on lap 7 now. Lap 7. So we're underneath the safety car conditions at the moment, still holding on to 18th place. Is any of these cars going to come into the pits? Well, as you can see from the mini-map, a load of cars have come into the pits, so we should gain quite a few positions here, and I'm not saying we will, but maybe we'll get up into the points. I think we could end up with a point in this race after the disaster of lap 1. We will find out as we go past the pits, and you can say, oh, bloody hell, bloody hell, bloody hell, bloody hell. 6th position now for James Hunt, and teammate catch it. No, actually he's lost a few because cars are still coming out of the pits, and one of those cars is Sebastian Vettel in the Ferrari. So we have lost ground as we accelerate forward at lap 9. So Vettel is in front of us, so we managed to get up into 9th position. So we're on for a couple of World Championship points at the moment, but it's go, go, go as the green flag is dropped once again for James Hunt on lap 10. Tatiana Calderon directly behind in 10th position, so she is on for some points as well as he goes into the back of Sebastian Vettel and takes him out. Wowzers. This is not good driving from James Hunt. Gets a warning this time for collision with Vettel, but we continue on and we're up into 8th position now for James Hunt and chasing Carlos Sainz, who's got a 5-second penalty. Wowzers, me trousers, a 5-second penalty on lap 10. As we accelerate forward now to lap 11. Lap 11 still hold on to 8th position now for James Hunt. We've got George Russell, the car behind us now, and Tatiana Calderon is still in the points at the moment in 10th position, and of course the sister McLaren B-Spec car. And directly ahead of us in 7th place is Carlos Sainz, but he's almost 7 seconds ahead of us up the road at the moment. As we accelerate forward down to lap 14, it's the last lap of the race. In fact, the race is now over. Maxi Boy Verstappen has won the race, and it looks like we are going to cross the line with some World Championship points. Unfortunately, our teammate Tatiana has dropped out of the World Championship points, but James Hunt is going to cross the line and get some more important points for the team. Well done, James. Well done indeed. Wowzers. That was an intense race, that was, definitely, for James Hunt. And he gets driver of the day. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. Fantastic. Well done, James. Well done indeed. And there's... oh my goodness. Look at his hair. Look at his hair. That's very shiny. I wonder if he uses Pantene Pro V. Do you reckon he does? I'm not quite sure. Anyway, there's Maxi Boy Verstappen getting out of his car. He, of course, was the winner of this race. Fantastic. And there's Aravan, ex-Matty G. Yes. Great. Absolutely great. So onto the podium. There's Maxi Boy. Lulu finished in 2nd place, and Pierre Gasly, I think, finished in 3rd position. What a fantastic result there for the AlphaTauri. Yes, obviously caused by all that chaos on the first lap of the Grand Prix. So there goes the champagne over everyone. Fantastic. So let's have a look at the point situation then after round 3 of the championship. We finished 8th place. Tatiana Calderon finished in 11th place. So in the standings now, we've now dropped down to 2nd place, 41 against Lewis Hamilton's 43. But we are still well up there in this final season for James Hunt. Fantastic. So it's time to move on to round 4 of the championship. And it's now time for China. Yes, it's time to move on to China. So here we go at China. We've got a few activities to fill out before we go on to the race. As you can see, that's all been done. So it's time to advance the time. And hopefully we'll have some more developments on... oh my goodness, look how much cash we've got. 6.66 million. No. Sandos. Spiritos. Now, we've got an invitational race before we move on to round 4 of the championship. Oh my goodness, we'll go on to that in a minute. But as you can see in the vehicle performance comparison... oh no! McLaren have got up again! They're up now into 3rd... what is going on with Zach Brown? How much money is he pumping into this team? It's unbelievable! So McLaren are up into 3rd place. We're still 4th from the bottom. So we've really got to chuck on these developments. Unfortunately, we've had one fail already. The durability development has failed, so we've got to redo that one. Well done, team. Well done. We're trying to bloody beat McLaren here. Anyway, before we continue now, we go out on our invitational race in an absolutely gorgeous Williams from, yes, I think it's 2003. I had to make sure I get it right, otherwise I get crucified in the comments again. Yes. Who remembers Ralph Schumacher and one Pablo Montoya? Yes, driving this car. Fantastic. And who can remember Mario Tyson, of course, the boss of BMW? Yes, Mr. Moustache himself. Wowzers, what a bloke that was. Until they left Williams and actually took over Sauber, and then the whole of their sort of career in Formula 1 just went on a downward spiral and we never saw them again. Fantastic. So out we go for qualifying at China. Thankfully, this is a circuit that James Hunt likes very, very much indeed. So let's see what his qualifying time after his first run is going to be. No one's put a time in at the moment, so a little bit wide there for James Hunt. He's going to cross the line at the moment, and it's going to be second place, just shy of a second behind the lead at the moment, which is Sergio Perez in the Racing Point. Anyway, a little bit later into qualifying, you can see that we are down to 15th position at the moment. Teammate Tadjala Calderon is currently in 17th position, but we are slightly up on our delta time. Yes, just shy of quarter of a second, so we might be able to improve the 15th place, maybe get up into I don't know, 12th position possibly as we're about to cross the line. Let's have a look and see what happens. And yes, it is indeed 12th position for James Hunt. So we move on now to the end of qualifying. Qualifying is now over. We've made it up into 10th place, so we are in the top 10 as you can see, but unfortunately our delta time is now down, completely down, so it looks like it could be a 10th place start for the race at China for James Hunt. We're just about to come in the final corner now. Let's see what the time is going to be. Are we going to stay in 10th or are we going to drop down? We usually drop down, so we will see. Qualifying has been completed and we dropped down. We've dropped down. 13th bloody place. I don't believe it. Okay then, let's do this.
It's time to find out which driver is up to the task of claiming the Chinese Grand Prix. We're here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then, a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, tests their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and overtaking is available into turn 1 and of course down the kilometre-long back straight into the hairpin at turn 14. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Norris, Gasly, Ricciardo, Albon and Sergio Perez, Vettel, Ocon, Hunt and Stroll, Kvyat, Calderon, Kevin Magnussen and George Russell, Latifi, Delatraz, Giovinazzi and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
Okay, so here we go then as the 5 lights go out now on the James Hunt career mode, and we say go, go, go. It's a 13th place start for James Hunt and it's away he goes. Wow, another fantastic start from the line. He's really nailing these starts, is James Hunt, as we're going to turn 1 now. Of course, we've got the very, very tight right-hander, which is going to give James Hunt the opportunity to try and see if he can dive down inside of a load of cars, and he does do. Gets past Navatory, and it's one of the McLarens he gets past already. That's Lando Norris, so he's got past one of the McLarens, just the other one in front of him there. Oh, almost spins it there, almost spins it. Just managed to hold on. He's lost a little bit of time though against Carlos Sainz, which is the McLaren in front of him. Wowzers, big trousers. That was another fantastic start. He goes right, almost goes straight into the back of Carlos Sainz. Wowzers, I don't believe it. We've got yellow flag caution for that, even though there was actually no contact there, but he just went very, very close to the back of Carlos Sainz. So up into 5th position now for James Hunt. Lando Norris is in 7th place. Verstappen's behind us in 6th. And we've got, of course, Charles Leclerc just ahead of Sainz in 3rd position, still on the first lap of this Grand Prix. What another fantastic start from 13th place on the grid for James Hunt. He's getting ever closer to the back of Carlos Sainz, who is losing a little bit of time, of course, because he's got to stay his ground behind Charles Leclerc. But let's see if we can catch up down this very, very long straight. Look at this. Carlos Sainz is trying to drift off to the right-hand side to stay out of the dirty air of Charles Leclerc to see if he can get past. But I don't think James Hunt is quite close enough at the moment to see if he can go for a move. But as I say, that he gets very, very close to the back of Carlos Sainz, but no, still holding station at 5th place at the moment. Carlos Sainz still ahead, Charles Leclerc still ahead of him in 3rd place. Lando Norris now is directly behind us. We're in a sandwich between both the Works McLaren cars, but he's still holding on to this 5th position as we accelerate forward at lap 2. And he's now called up to the back of Carlos Sainz. I think he may be going for a move on Carlos. This is going to get very, very close indeed, as you can see. No DRS though, unfortunately, but we have got the full beans in operation at the moment, and Carlos Sainz is sort of parking it right in the middle. Look at this, look at it, and he has to brake himself, and James Hunt slips down the inside of Carlos Sainz, takes the position away from the McLaren. He's now up into 4th position. Both the McLarens are now behind James Hunt in the McLaren B-Spec car on lap 2 of this Grand Prix as Hamilton puts in a fastest lap. So we accelerate forward now to lap 3, and I think he's got the move on Charles Leclerc. He's going to dive the inside, but Charles Leclerc defends the line, trying to go to the middle there, but James Hunt just sivels straight through the inside of Charles Leclerc and takes a place away from him. Wow, he's got real pace in his car at the moment as James Hunt up now to 3rd position. Yes, a podium for James on lap 3 as Bottas is in the lead at the moment. Hamilton is in 2nd position on lap 4. And it's time to accelerate forward now to lap 5. Lap 5 still holding on to 3rd place at the moment for James Hunt. Lando Norris is now the car behind, but I can't see him anywhere in the rearview mirrors, so I don't know what's happening to Lando Norris. He's over 3 seconds behind James Hunt now. He's got real pace in this car, has James. Anyway, he's coming in for his stop. He's coming in early for his stop on lap 5. Hopefully to avoid getting caught in the pit stops from the other cars. So in comes James from 4th position now at the moment. No, 3rd place actually. So just gone past one of the cars. So let's see what James Hunt can do as he comes in now for the hard tyres. The team are ready. Well done, lads. Yes, it's going to be a quick change. Yes, no Valtteri Bottas moments here as we now rejoin for James Hunt in 8th position at the moment. I think his other cars going past. There may be. No, so James Hunt rejoins in 8th position on the hard tyres on lap 6. And the car ahead of him now is Lulu. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 6, and you can see Lewis Hamilton is having a right ding-dong battle with Giovinazzi. And our teammate, Tatiana Caldron, is now coming to the pits, and so is Giovinazzi. So we're going to make up a few more positions for James Hunt at the moment. So it's just the Mercedes boys, I do believe, in front of us. Yes, it is. Back into 3rd place for James Hunt. We've got Tatiana Caldron, but she's dropping down, so I think she's coming for a pit stop. So there they are. There's Hamilton and there is Bottas as we accelerate forward at lap 9. Lap 9. Well, unfortunately, James Hunt cannot catch up to the back of these Mercedes. It's a pretty foregone conclusion that he can't actually catch up to the back of them. But there you go. He's given it his all. And I think he should get a good finish out of this race, which is going to make up for the disaster of Vietnam. So Hunt in 3rd place, Verstappen behind him 4th, and Carlos Sainz is in 5th position as we accelerate forward. That's still on lap 9. And Alexander Albon is out, and the safety car's been deployed. I don't believe it. That's not going to help anyone, but the safety car comes out on lap 9. And we are behind Lewis Hamilton, who's currently in 2nd place. Valtteri Bottas still in the lead. Wowzers. So we've got to stay behind the safety car now. Here we go. As we accelerate forward now, it's a little bit late into the safety car period. We are still stuck behind, of course, Lewis Hamilton. There is the safety car. There is Valtteri Bottas. And we are being informed from our team to stay behind Lewis Hamilton, which we are going to do. And oh my goodness, Hamilton slowed right up there, and James Hunt's gone into the back of him. I don't believe it. What's happened? There's no doubt. Oh no, he's got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Hamilton. That's unbelievable. Why did Hamilton slow down there? That's just not on. But Hamilton's got a 5-second penalty as well. You just look on the screen. Look, he's got 5 seconds. I don't know what happened there, but Hamilton just slowed down. So the stewards obviously thought that we were both at fault there, Hunt and Hamilton. So as we accelerate forward, that's lap 11, it's time to say go, go, go. Now, I'm not quite sure where we're going to end up now in the points, because 5 seconds is a very, very long time indeed. As you can see, we've got a huge train of cars directly behind James Hunt on lap 12 with just 2 more laps to go, as Verstappen is trying to sneak down the inside of us, going into the tight right hander. Is he going to get past? No, James Hunt manages to have him covered off, but I'm very, very worried that we may be outside the World Championship points as we come to the end of this Grand Prix. It's lap 14 now. It's the last lap of the race, just a few more calls to go. We've got that 5-second penalty for collision on the safety car though, so we're going to cross the line. Where are we going to end up? Are we still going to be in the top 10 as we go very, very wide on the last lap there? Wowzers, me trousers. Valtteri Bottas wins the race, and we finish in... oh, bugger! No! It's 12th position, and Max Verstappen gets driver of the day. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We're on for a good third there. A good 3rd place. There is Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name, sir? Like, no, it's not. Stop asking me. Sorry. I'll just go back and win more world championships then. There's the Mercedes team congratulating themselves like they always do. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. Yes. You are awesome. And there's Valtteri Bottas. Onto the top step. Lulu in second place. Fantastic. Well, that's been quite an eventful 2 rounds, has to be said, in this championship. Yes, quite eventful indeed. We had that chaos in lap 1 in Vietnam, and of course we had a 5-second penalty for James Hunt in China. So let's have a look and see where that affects the points now. Of course, no points for James Hunt. Look, Lulu got a 5-second penalty, but he still finished in second place. He is just so blessed. He really is just so bloody blessed. It makes you sick. It really, really does make you sick. Anyway, let's go on to the point situation now and see exactly where we are in the standings. Oh, bloody hell. We've dropped down at a 4th position, 41 points against Lewis Hamilton, 61 points. So 20 points behind the leader now after 4 rounds of the championship. So anyway, it's time now for one of those boring interviews with Claire, isn't it, lads? Lads? It is, isn't it, lads? No, of course not. It's time for more of those grid girls. Oh, fucking hell. Look at the spuds on them. Look at the spud. Oh, look. She's got extra harnesses on just because she can't stay upright for very long. I think she needs scaffolding, to be honest. Look at the buds. Oh, God. Yes. Yes, you can lean forward. It's fine. Davey doesn't mind. You can lean forward as many times as you like. Oh, my God, no. Two together. Oh, my fantasies are coming true now. Oh, no, I can't take it anymore. I can't, no. I think I'm reaching a conclusion. Oh, yes, I certainly am. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, there will, of course, be more later.